It's time for more Ace Attorney. It's time. But before that, I hope everyone is having a good day. I hope you've been having a good week. Or at the very least, I hope that Friday is a relief. And that you are free of your toil for at least a short time. I've been watching a bunch of Warhammer stuff because that's like the new hyperfixation that I'm into. And I accidentally stumbled onto some Age of Sigmar things, and I'm just like, oh my god. Those fucking the Night Haunt minis, like the funny sheet ghosts, they're so pretty. They are so pretty. Like these aren't even like I would like to acquire them so that I can play them sort of situation. This is literally just like they are so pretty, and I want them for this reason. Plus, you know, they sound pretty cool. They're just like, what if you're a bunch of fucked up ghosts? What if you're just a bunch of fucked up ghosts? And I'm just like, you know what? Who isn't a fucked up ghost in this day and age? Frankly. This is a fucked up ghost sort of like era, I feel like. Like, if you're not already a fucked up ghost, you should probably start working on it. I, a cat who has burned 5 of her 9 lives already, is an outlier and should not be counted. Because I'm like 5 fucked up ghosts already. But it's like, what if you were a fucked up ghost with like a claymore? Or what if you had a queen and she was like a fucked up ghost that made everybody sad by being a ghost near them? She shot out her sadness aura just all over the place. People coughing and sputtering, just like getting absolutely inundated with sadness. It's something to think about. Or what if you were a ghost and you had a bunch of rose vines to attack people with? That's one of them. It's just cool. I just think they're cool. They're like real pretty and cool, and they're good looking models. And I want them. Which is very unfortunate considering my financial situation. Or just going ape shit on some miniatures is like financially an insane move. Just fully deranged. And welcome to more Ace Attorney trilogy. We're gonna be continuing on with fucking Justice for All. Lawyer game. So fucking real. Hi Ichi. Welcome to the continuation of Lawyer Game 2. The sequel to Lawyer Game 1. June 22nd, 9:51 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Nick? Yeah? Did you know that Von Karma's daughter's only 18? Just like me? Lawyer Game the red one. I don't know what that one is. Yeah? Why? I was just thinking about how strong she is. I mean, she's been in Germany all this time, all by herself, and she's so grown up. Yeah, and I'm sure she felt a lot of pressure from her father's reputation. Investigations? I would love to. I've been recommended investigations many times. And when the trilogy comes out, I will definitely be itching to play it. Well, then you look at me and, well, I'm the daughter of the master, but I'm still just a little girl. And on top of that, I'm the suspect in a murder trial. Again. For like the second time. But I think you're really strong too, Maya, for all you've gone through. Good morning. The two of you look like you're doing well today. I'm happy for you. Hey, morning, Pearly. You'll be safe today, Mystic Maya. Huh? What do you mean? My mother is coming today to show her support. Yeah, that's right, Pearly. Hey, Pearls? Yes, Mr. Nick? Do you think you could do me a big favor? Could you channel Mia today, too? Huh? I was sort of hoping to sit in the audience today and watch. Please, it's very important to me. I don't feel confident enough without her help. Mr. Nick, that's enough! You can't show weakness in front of the person you love. Pearly, not this again. Please, can you do this for us, Pearls? Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it for Mystic Maya's sake. See you later, then. I'll leave you two to your alone time. Whew, thank goodness. Nick? This way, Pearls won't be able to see today's trial. Whoa. What do you mean? What's going on? Because we're going to be accusing her mom of murder. Let's go! Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Let's start already. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I look forward to tonight's news with great joy. The image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world. All over the world, huh? Sounds like you've made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix. Don't be foolish, you foolish fool wearing the foolishly foolish clothes. The famous one is me. I'm the prodigy who has never lost a case since becoming a prosecutor 5 years ago. Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in this country. Uh-huh. That's nice, Miss Von Karma. Glad to see you're in such a good spirits today, Miss Fey. It's true what they say. Women really are scary when they fight. Now then, a very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session. That the defendant could have left the channeling chamber, correct? Yes. And this key is proof of that. This key, the only key to the channeling chamber, was not where it should have been. Your Honor, I would like to say one thing before we begin. Alright, let's hear it. The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of arrest, the defendant did indeed leave the room at one point. What? But, Miss Von Karma, then how do you explain this picture? Are you saying then that the person in this picture is not the defendant? I never said that wasn't the defendant. Then what is the meaning of this? All I'm saying is that Maya Fey, after killing the victim, exited the room. And I believe that when she dropped this key. I want to consider that Von Karma's like 65 in Ace Attorney 1. What, and his daughter's 18? Like in this game, which is some amount of time after? Can you substantiate your claim? Isn't that what I'm here for? The prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Morgan Fey, to the stand. Just as I suspected. Aunt Morgan. Poor Mia, she seems really torn by this. Witness, name and occupation. My name is Morgan Fey, and I'm a spirit medium, in a manner of speaking. I'm sorry, but what do you mean in a manner of speaking? Ah! I don't think anyone really cares. Now then, after the murder took place, you kept watch over the defendant, correct? Yes, that is correct. I performed the spirit severing technique on Mystic Maya then. Spirit severing technique? A technique to remove a spirit from a body and send it back to the other world. That is... Yes, that is... Ugh! You, be quiet. Now, witness. Something happened while you were performing this technique, correct? Yes, that is correct. What in the world could a... Mystic Maya, she escaped from the room. What? And here we come to the heart of the matter. Maya Fey, while in a possessed state, managed to escape from the channeling chamber. Order, order, order. Mystic Maya sounding like she got a Dragon Ball Z power-up. Miss Faye, please testify to the court what happened during that time. Your Honor, I will try my best. I think someone just upped the ante on this trial. Maya's escape. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door open and entered the chamber. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand and she was in a daze. Then, quite suddenly, she thrust me away from herself and escaped from the room. With great strength, she hit the base of my neck and I fainted for a short while. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. Why have you hidden this until now? I did not wish to cause more trouble for Mystic Maya. However, I must correct falsities when they arise. That's right. She is simply correcting a falsity, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Why is she making a point to take a stab at me? Never mind. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. My aunt is a very smart and sly person. It's going to be hard for us to find a crack in her testimony. Oh, really? Just now, you said those two. Who were the two people you were referring to? I was referring to that foreign lady and yourself, good sir. Lada's not a foreigner, despite how she talks. Oh, is that so? I'm sorry. I simply could not understand her atrocious English. Oh, thank you for the subscription, Uplink. Buenos dias to you as well. Not to mention, she looked awful. I can already see people in the Heartland gearing up for a riot. In any case, I have already sent the repair bill to your office, Mr. Wright. Oh, thanks. What did you do after that, Miss Faye? Was it really necessary to have two people do something so simple as to call the police? If there was a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind. Omen by the Prodigy is pretty gay. Oh, yeah, for sure. Omen by the Prodigy is really good. That is a very good point. At the time, I myself was a little confused. On top of which, there was another. Another what, madam? Oh, it's nothing. No need to concern yourself. I want to hear the end of that sentence. There was another reason you wanted both of us out of that room, wasn't there? You must testify. Why did you chase us out of the room? I simply did not wish for there to be more victims. The lives of both the good sir and the camera woman may be in danger, is what I thought to myself. Well, that was very noble of you, Miss Faye. This is bad. Now people have a good impression of her and a bad one of us. Looks like she caught us napping. That's my aunt for you. Dinner time. Ooh, dinner time. What are you having? Are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright? Miss Faye, please continue. During our investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant on the head, and that this strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. You stand by this statement? I'm afraid I don't. The statement I gave you was a lie. But why would you lie about something like that? It is very painful for me not to say this, however... The witness was lying to cover for the defendant. She was covering for Maya? So you were covering for the defendant? Well, yes, it was only later that I was informed of what had occurred. That the renegade Mystic Maya had done something very unexpected. Something unexpected? What, pray tell, did she... This witness didn't and couldn't have seen what happened. If you want to know what this unexpected thing was, there's always later. Yes, very well. Why does it suddenly feel like there's a rock in the pit of my stomach? Now, witness, continue with what happened. Was it really that easy for her to escape from you? I'm ashamed to admit to such a thing, however, yes. But you are physically larger and stronger than the defendant. There's no way she could have escaped from you so easily. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What about this picture? Remember that at the time the defendant was not physically Maya Fey. Tacos. Ooh. Ugh. Growing old is such a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know firsthand. Basically, Mystic Maya's body was still that of the nurse she had called. But if she had run away, wouldn't you have given chase right away? Well, yes, I would have. However... she did a fucking nap time strike on the back of her neck. You fainted? I became dizzy and then collapsed onto the floor. How long were you unconscious? I'm not sure. About 10 minutes, perhaps. And the defendant almost certainly went somewhere in that time. Happy? Witness, elaborate on that point for us. Is that because you were unconscious? Why, yes. Great. Well, now what? Got her with the Zeta Karate? Why would this nurse know Zeta Karate? It just doesn't make any sense. So while you were unconscious, you have absolutely no idea where the defendant went. I would think that's obvious, good sir. If that's true, then how can you know for sure that the defendant left the channeling chamber at all? Now that you mention it, I have to wonder myself. It's true that this witness is not able to confirm this, but the key word here is this witness. What do you mean by that? It means she has another witness up her sleeve. That's what. Fucking idiot. It looks like Miss Von Karma is ready to move on to her next witness. That's enough. From what I can tell, there's nothing wrong with this witness's testimony. And from what she has said, we can establish that Maya Fey did leave the chamber. I hope this isn't gonna come back and bite us in the ass. I mean, butt. Now, let's take the next logical step and ask, where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber? Yes, that is exactly what we should... Be quiet, you! Now then, what the escapee had done while she was gone was to speak with a certain person. She went to speak with someone? Who was it? The prosecution calls Miss Eenie Miney, who was sleeping in the side room at the time. Eenie Miney? I think you can see where this is headed. Witness, name and occupation. Okay, so my name is, like, Eenie Miney. I'm, like, researching, like, parapsychology stuff at the, university. What is this parapsychology? Let's see. It's, like, I guess most people call it occult stuff. Even if that's what most people call it, I can't say I understand what that means. Then I suggest you go home and research it yourself. Yes, sir. Now then, Miss Miney, after the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya Fey. Is this correct? Well, like, I guess. If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. That is all right, isn't it, Your Honor? Yes, sir. For the love of all things good, Your Honor, have some spine, for my sake. Like, when the channeling started, I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Like, a little later, someone came into the room, like, really suddenly. It was, like, oh my god, totally my sister. I, like, hadn't seen her in, like, so long. I was so happy in, like, a sad way. My sister, she, like, told me something, like, totally terrible. Now hold your horses, young lady. You're saying the person that entered was your sister? Don't you mean the defendant, Maya Fey? Really now, Your Honor? Maya Fey was still in the middle of channeling at the time. Are you saying that the spirit was the spirit of this witness's sister? Yes, Mimi Miney. She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. Oh, well, this is... Witness? Like, yeah? In your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what this terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it. Like, do I totally, like, really have to? Like, nya and meow and stuff? Of course. Miss Miney, please. My sister, like, this is what she said to me. Oh, is it hydrate time? Is it delicious water moments? That was no accident. Water. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Eating? Games are so cool, I wish I could play more. Honestly. She took her revenge? Are you sure that's what she said? Yes. There, are you satisfied, Your Honor? I still can't believe it. I can't believe that a spirit would go so far as to use a medium to get revenge. It is a bit hard to swallow. However, all the evidence and testimonies point to this as the truth. The end. What do you think, Mr. Wright? It certainly seems like all the loose ends are accounted for. This testimony just now, was it all made up? Was it just one huge lie? Of course it was, Phoenix. Mia, what do you mean? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. But even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find that one loose thread and unwind this tapestry of lies. Your Honor, there is room for doubt, so the defense will cross-examine this witness. We believe that our cross-examination will reveal the real truth behind this murder. Yet again, the foolish fool spouts out more foolishly foolish drabble. Stand up to the victory, cat girl? What do you mean? Wait, huh? I wonder if you'll make this one more entertaining than the last. Was that because of your, sesame allergy, was it? Like, that's right. I, like, think there were sesame seeds, like, in the lunch they served that day. I had this, like, premonition that it was going to totally be a seedy day. Yes, indeed. I see. Am I the only one who missed the boat here? Anyway, so you were taking a nap. Did something happen while you were sleeping? Do you know the time? Like, maybe a little before 11 a.m.? Something like that, I think? 11 a.m.? Yeah, like, my stomach is totally ready for, like, food? No, I think you misunderstood me. I'm not asking you what time it is now. I meant what time it was when someone came into your room. Oh, so, like, that's what you meant. Like, you should have been more, like, clear about it? Sorry, my bad. No, it's okay. Like, it's really... That's it? Why'd you stop mid-sentence? Did I? So, like, what was I talking about again? People always post about April May being a bimbo. Oh, I know. That's fucking Enie's whole thing. Never mind. Witness, about this person who entered the side room. Are you absolutely sure? I guess? You guess? Was it or was it not your sister who entered? Like, I don't know. I mean, like, I totally don't know your sister at all, Mr. Smith. First off, my name is not Mr. Smith. Second, I'm an only child. But more than that, she's managed to mess up the question with her answer. Well, Mr. Wright, the defense rests. Well, that was a colossal waste of our time. Now then, witness, how did you feel when you saw Miss Mimi Miney? You were happy in a sad way? Yeah, like, I mean, it was my sister. But wouldn't most people react here with surprise at seeing a dead loved one alive again? But, like, maybe if I was, like, someone who didn't know about, like, the occult? But I, like, know all about the Crane channeling technique. The point here is that the witness immediately recognized that it was her sister. Yeah, like, what she said. Should I drop this line of questioning? I have a question further. I don't think it'll get me anywhere, but I'll question further. So you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter? No. Like, there wasn't any reason for me to, like, think anything was strange. But... Ow! Don't keep badgering her. You know the phrase objection? Could you try using that once in a while? Mr. Wright, this question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister... Is it really that important? What did she look like at the time? That's a good point. It's pretty important. It is very important. Although I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. But I've got to bluff for now and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about. Alright, Mr. Wright. Miss Miney, please amend your testimony. Like, okay, I'm like totally cool with that. I wasn't like scared at all, and like her costume looked totally normal. Aha! Not covered in blood. So there was nothing odd at all about your sister's appearance? Like, yeah, nothing was like weird. Mia's talking to herself like she's found something wrong. That's impossible. Like, is everything okay? Can I, like, go on? Her costume looked normal, did it? That was a very well-spun lie, Miss Enie. Enie. Why do I keep saying Enie? Well, what are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. Stealing my lines now, are we, Phoenix? Miss Miney, may I remind you of what you said? You said that there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance. Like, yeah, and? But I don't think that's what you were thinking at all. Take a look at this picture. This is a picture of the sister you met. I would think that even you would be surprised if someone appeared before you like this. The blood spray. Miss Miney, why did you not include the blood you saw in your testimony? If you really were really testifying and not lying, you would have noted it right off the bat. Order. Miss Miney, what is the meaning of this? I, like, am totally cool with blood. Every time I get cut by something, I'm just like, this is totally normal and not weird. I promise. Blood spraying all over the place is my aesthetic, bro. Fuck. I'm thinking. Don't interrupt me. And what are you stammering about, Your Honor? Well, That witness, her personality did a complete 180 there. Lots of people do that when they get on the stand, though. First of all, calm yourself, witness. Well, I get nosebleeds so often it doesn't scare me. My sister was always getting giant nosebleeds after she saw a pair of fat tatas. So I was like, oh, did you see like a hot girl on the way here, sis? I totally get it. Like, for real. Like, I'm sorry. I, like, didn't mean to snap. Now hurry up with the testimony. If you please. Ugh, the judge still looks a little shaken up. A lot of help he's gonna be. Like, the side room was, like, kind of dark, you know? So, like, the costume is, like, purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. And I, like, persuaded my sister it wasn't, like, right to do something like that. And then, like, I took my sister to the channeling chamber. Yes, now I see. And you have given us a clear reason for why you didn't notice the blood. You think? Like, thanks, Gramps. Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright? No. Alright, I guess not. Very well, you may question the witness. This happened like midday, and the side room is open to the courtyard. Really? Because I thought it was pretty bright inside that room. Don't push your subjective opinions onto this court. Like, that's right. Excuse me, but how is my statement any more subjective than Miss Miney's? You are such a hopeless cause. Witness, you may feel free to ignore this trite little man. Like, okay. Can't breathe. Let me out of here. You didn't see the blood. Like, yeah. But she must have had the gun with her at the time as well. That's, Are you gonna tell me next that you didn't notice the gun either? I, like, totally didn't. All I was looking at, like, her face. Continue. And what was your sister, Miss Mimi Miney, like at the time? Well, she was, like, totally flipped out because she just shot Dr. Gray. But I think, like, she knew. Like, she said she did something really bad. Your mouth hurts? Oh, no. Any particular reason? And, like, she said she wanted to go with me to, like, apologize to Miss Morgan. Did Mimi's spirit really say all that to you? Like, yeah. Oh, the seasoning packet? Oh. Was your sister calm by that time? Like, I guess so. I guess maybe, like, taking her revenge on Dr. Gray, like, made her feel a lot better? I'd like to feel a lot better too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The sooner the better. She says with her whip at the ready. And, like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? May I ask you one more thing, Miss Miney? Like, sure. Was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place? Something out of place? Huh? Like, when do you mean? For example, when she got back to the channeling chamber, Miss Morgan would have been unconscious. I'm talking about when you arrived in the channeling chamber, of course. Like, no, nothing strange. What should I do? I'm pressing. Miss Morgan should have been unconscious on the floor. Think harder. I know you can remember something. I, like, totally can't. Just give up already, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I wonder if I put too much faith in Innie's ability to do anything with that brain. It's no good. I can't find anything wrong. Phoenix, the judge believes this testimony... Indifferent emo goth sort of character, which is probably supposed to be Gyaru or just airheaded. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. 5 ads. I went with what I know. Adds millions. If you don't find some sort of hitch in her statement, he'll end the trial. I know. We have to give it another shot. It doesn't matter how many times we listen, we can't give up. They have got to let you re-up automatically with Prime subs. Shit, I went all the way to the end by accident. I'm gonna press her on a different thing. If they do that, then they lose money, so they won't. I'm talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course. Like, no, nothing strange. She answered rather quickly. Now what? Think harder. I know you can remember something. I, like, totally can. That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court. Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd on the way to the channeling chamber is all that important? It's very important. I ask because it is very important. Not that I know where I'm going with this. 21 months, let's go. Thank you for the resubscription, Halabay. Hell yes. Very well. Miss Miney, if you will, please include a statement about this in your testimony. Like, I don't get why, but okay. Didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. I guess Pearl was there, right? Like, she was in the winding way. Try to remember that time. Oh, like, I remember, like, I totally didn't see anyone on the way. I guess this really is a dead end. Something you finally pull out of Witness is never a dead end, Phoenix. It's no good. Da, 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 da. Under repair in the hallway until the police came. Yeah. I finally found the fault, or I guess in your case, the crack in your perfect lie. Take a look at this urn. Like, urn? There are cracks. Do you see them? So? Like, what does that prove? Who cares about some worn-out old urn? Like, yeah. I already, like, said I didn't see, like, anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. I didn't, like, totally say anything about, like, an urn, did I? It looks like you still don't understand. I propose that if you had really been walking along the winding way at that time, there was no way you could have not seen this person. I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay. Yes, and how is this child relevant? It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden. Oh. And she just happened to break this urn. Oh. Oh! Wait, she broke the urn? Yup, she accidentally knocked it over with her ball. And Pearl was the only one who put it back together. Pearl was the one who put it back together. While sitting right in the middle of the winding way. Whoa! Ball versus hoop and stick. Who wins? Ball is much more versatile, but I do love a good hoop and stick. Like, if you get a nice long stretch, you can play with your hoop and stick. Like, fucking come on. But if you're in, like, an enclosed area, I think ball is the way to go. Stats-wise. Miss Miney. Commit to an answers centrist. Someone please clip that. Nobody in my chat knows how to clip things. They never learned. Clearly. I know I have so few clips. Because nobody figured out how to clip anything. I went mobile only and the fucking clips dried up. Honestly. Pearl was there in the winding way at the time. She was hard at work putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I'd have to declare you legally blind. Maybe all of Teeps hating is genuine. I know Teeps is also on mobile only. I think I've sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Miney. You are a masterful liar. Ah! Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say. The only one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness. So, Miss Miney, tell us the truth. You are a massive asshole. About what? About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder, of course. The witness just testified about that. That's right. I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Can I really believe her? Was she sleeping in the, really sleeping in the side room? There is no way. Your lie ends here. What do you... The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible because there's clearly a contradiction here. Objection, I'm too cute to go to prison. See, that's an argument I would listen to. A contradiction? Where is this contradiction? Help me, Mia! I may have overreached this on this one. Is there really a contradiction somewhere? Don't worry, you're on the right path, Phoenix. It might be a little hard for you to see the contradiction, but it's there. So just this once, do you want me to help you out? No, I think I could do it. Well, it might be hard for me to see, but I can't just accept her help without thinking it through myself first. Mia has such a good profile. Very true. That's the spirit. Give it another try. Mr. Wright, what is your answer? The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible because clearly there's a contradiction here. A contradiction? Where's the contradiction? So she said she was asleep in the side room. And I said she couldn't have been because I jump at the chance to attack the witness for no reason. She was asleep in the side room. She says she woke up when her sister came to her, but she didn't know that Pearl was there, so she couldn't have been in the side room at the time. It's your American nature. It's in her testimony just now. Earlier in your testimony, Miss Miney, you made the following statement. And, like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? It's true that at the time, both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had gone to call the police. So? Like, what does that have to do with anything? It's very simple. Miss Miney, how did you know that fact? How? I can see that Miss Fey was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who is asleep in the side room could not have known that. Which means, Miss Miney, you did in fact go to the channeling chamber. But you didn't go there by the way of the winding way. Glah! But look at the manor guide map. If one were to go between the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the winding way. Yes, that's right, Your Honor. Which is why I asked the very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Miney, please answer the question. Don't ask a question off a baseless assumption, if you please. Well, I suppose since you've put it out on the table, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Now's your chance, Phoenix. Yeah, the only person who could have killed Dr. Ray was Eenie Miney. So now is the time to prove it. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Where was the witness when the murder took place? Right here. Right there. Miss Miney was here, of course. Well, but that's the channeling chamber. Isn't that the crime scene? That's right. Miss Miney was at the scene of the crime. Order, order, order. That's why, Mr. Phoenix Wright, have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that only the victim and the defendant were in the chamber when the channeling started. Yes, that is correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Simple. Miss Eenie Miney was hiding at the scene of the crime. I was hiding? Where? Like, where was I hiding? Boink. Here, of course. Behind the folding screen? Don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen. See? You stupid jerk! Quit being so quick to pin it on me, slimeball! Now, Miss Miney, one so young as you shouldn't be saying, "Shut it, Gramps!" As if you know exactly how old I am. I'm sorry. Looks like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along. I played a game at work yesterday while it was raining. It was older than my coworkers. I've been there. When I was doing electrician shit, fucking some of the people in my class were just like, they were right out of high school or in high school at the time. It was crazy. Miss Miney, how were you able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime is very simple. You were hiding inside this box. That tiny little box? No person could fit in that. Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. Lotta disproved you when she was hiding from me in it. But that clothing box was in the side room, right? Which means it had nothing to do with the murder at all. That's right. I was sleeping there, so I should know. That clothing box was there in the side room the whole time. Mr. Wright. Do you think you can prove where the clothing box was at the time of the crime? Yeah, obviously. It has a hole in it. And now I present the piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. It's the fucking box again. Or maybe, should I present the box or the screen? I'm gonna go with the screen. Take a look at this clothing box. You're so stupid. As if there's any sort of evidence in that old thing. What on earth? I don't have time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it already. I have used the screen before, yeah. There's a hole about 8 inches off the ground. A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have we heard that before? The folding screen. It had a hole at the same height. That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen, which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen, then into the box. Miss Miney, you were hiding behind the folding screen, waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray. Order. So what do you say? Then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, what about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss Eenie Miney? That is exactly what I'm saying. Miss Eenie Miney, you were hiding inside this clothing box all along. And you wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fey. To masquerade as Maya Fey? She had it planned from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client. No, stop! I can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness moved the clothing box to the crime scene, pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime. It's not possible for one person to do that all by herself. Correct. It's not possible. It really is impossible. For one person to do all the preparations, that is. Ow! Need I remind you, the foolish receive no mercy. Wait! Ms. Von Karma, you said it was not possible for one person, correct? You can't be serious. Miss Miney, you had an accomplice. This person... If it wasn't someone from Crane Village, you couldn't have gotten the costume. And if it wasn't someone from the Fey household, you wouldn't have that box to use. Morgan Fey? Isn't that the wonderful lady witness we had earlier? What do you have to say to this, Miss Miney? You shot Dr. Gray with your own 2 hands. Do you deny it? The Screamerino. I think this is what really happened. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. The Screamerino. Yeah. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. Fucking Screameroni. And then the channeling started. The murderer crept silently towards the other 2, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. Then, she stabbed Dr. Gray with a knife. The heckin' Chozeroni. Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime. But that's when something unexpected happened. Unexpected? Yes. Dr. Gray was actually not yet dead. With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker. And that's why the hole in the folding screen was so low to the ground. Bleeding. Epic. The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray and... After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room? Yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear. Which is why, upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the channeling chamber. Miss Miney, she immediately covered her own costume with blood and pretended to be Maya Fey. But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through. Which is precisely why Miss Morgan Fey chased us out. What is one supposed to say? This is the real truth behind this murder. Who is that? Laughing at a time like this? Ah! Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry. Are you still by chance evolving? A good posture for your victory thought. Okay, I'm sitting up. What is it this time? Ms. Von Karma, surely. Of course it was me. Do you really think someone of Von Karma blood would lose due to something this petty? What in the world? Mr. Phoenix Wright, your argument is flawed in one very crucial area. And that is... if this witness is the real murderer, why would she go through all this trouble? Huh? Working together with a medium, pretending to be one, and putting on this whole act. What reason would she have to do such foolish things? Well, that's... yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Oh, and one other thing. Why would Miss Eenie Meenie want to kill Dr. Gray? Where is her motive? Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say too. Yeah, motive. I don't have a motive. A motive? I can't say she has no motive here. I have to think of a motive now. What is her reason for wanting Dr. Gray dead? The reason you wanted Dr. Gray dead is this. Da-da-da-da-da. Nurse at Gray Surgical Clinic where... yeah, okay. It was this. Ha! Just as I thought. You bore me with your silly answers, Phoenix Wright. Just great. Now even she is calling me by my full name. You think I did this to get revenge for my sister's death? Yes. Because through that accident, you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself. Don't be stupid. No one had proof that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? And you want to say I wanted to take revenge based on nothing? What do you mean by that? Senile, stupid Gramps. I'm, gonna explain. So, please listen, okay? It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I, wanted revenge, then, I wouldn't have waited this long. And besides, the guy that thought of the spirit thing was, Dr. Gray. It was, a total coincidence he asked me about it, you know? She's back to her airheaded persona. However, you see... ah! Pathetic, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You failed to support your own theory. The end. I think we have our answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What Miss Meiny has stated is very true. The revenge plan is overly complicated, and she has no motive in the first place. Furthermore, there's no reason for Miss Morgan Fay to cooperate with this plan. You don't even have any truly decisive pieces of evidence to demonstrate your point. Tisk, tisk. So many faults, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should really learn your place. What happened? I thought I had her for sure. See, it's just as I, told you. I hope you liked your slice of humble pie. Very well, I now conclude the cross-examination of Miss Eenie Meiny. Your Honor, please allow the defense 1 more minute. All right. You can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix. Mia, yes, it does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan for murder, but you know, regardless, that girl trained for this crime. Really? Listen, Phoenix. Everything happens for a reason. There's a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray, and it's also the reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion. Calvinist of Mia. Time is up, Mr. Wright. Your final answer, please. If you want to say that you can prove Miss Meiny had a motive, then why did she kill the victim in this way? Can you provide the reason? Can I really do this? Yeah, sure, why not? I'm not totally confident here, but I know that I must press on no matter what. That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now. I will show and substantiate the fact that Miss Meiny had a motive. Haha, too bad. You're too late. My cross-examination has already ended, after all. Ah! Interesting. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? You're supposed to be on my side! Ah! Von Karma only cares about the perfect win. As long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And I don't care if you're my witness. So help me, I will throw you out of my way. No way. Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. We will continue the cross-examination after we reconvene. Hey, wait a second. Continued cross-examination. I had some catnip in a biscuit last night, and I am still feeling it a little bit, so my mouth is super dry. Is it really true? About my aunt? I'm afraid so, Maya. There's no way Enid could have killed Dr. Ray by herself. And under the circumstances, there's no one else other than your Aunt Morgan. That's terrible. Why? Why would my aunt... Everything is going just as I predicted, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Ah! Miss Von Karma! Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to take revenge on Nick? Nick had nothing to do with what happened to your dad. Don't you have something better to be worrying about? Say, your own situation? Looking down on me, even though we're the same age. Are you done yet? You've caused me more than enough pain and suffering. Not yet. My goal is to defeat you, and let the whole world know of your defeat. But even if you do that, it won't bring your father back. Whatever. In the meantime, let's bring this match to its conclusion. And then we'll know who the real winner is. June 22nd, 12:10 p.m. Court will now reconvene. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Can you prove Miss Eenie Miney had a motive? Yes, I believe I can. Eenie Miney and Dr. Gray have only one point of connection, and that is the car accident 1 year ago. The motive I'm looking for must be there. Miss Miney, please testify to this court about your car accident last year. Huh? I thought, you wanted to, ask about my, motive. I, don't see the point in, bringing up the past. Miss Miney, if you please. Okay. I totally don't think it'll do any good, but... That was, last year in May. Something really bad had happened at, my sister's clinic around then. And, the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving. I was, totally pooped too, so I, fell asleep in the passenger seat. I, woke up because of a jolt, and, it was a sea of flames around me. I, opened the door and, got away. I think I've heard of this incident. It was all the talk in the tabloid shows day after day last year. Yes, and there was talk about Dr. Gray drugging your sister. Ugh! Those were merely rumors. Totally baseless gossip. Yes. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. Right now, it's impossible to prove that Dr. Gray did, in fact, drug Miss Miney's sister. Yeah, which means I'll have to work this from another angle. Didn't some sort of medical malpractice happen at your sister's hospital then? Yeah, that was in May too. Rumors that do drugs. The thing with all the patients dying was, May 2nd, and, our accident was, on the 24th. 2 accidents back to back. Do you assume it's just a coincidence? My sis was, totally tired, so that's why, duh. That was the malpractice incident where 14 patients died, correct? Ever notice how being pooped implied inaction, but being pissed implies desire for action? Must to think about. Yeah, What was the cause of the mistake? Like, I heard it was because the medicines, like, got mixed up. Was that the fault of your sister, Miss Mimi Miney? Like, no way. Dr. Gray, like, wanted to blame it on my sis. That incident has nothing to do with our murder here. Besides, the police report has already documented that it was entirely Mimi Miney's fault. Which means as far as the real facts are concerned, Mimi Miney is the one who made the mistake. But, like, it really wasn't my sis. She was totally tired. You mean exhausted? Like, she had to talk to the police and, like, was being investigated, like, every day. It was, like, a totally terrible situation. It's no wonder, then, that the car accident happened, huh? So then, why didn't you ask to switch places? I like the style of these games a lot, but I'd love to see what the artist would have drawn if they weren't accounting for sprite art. Fair enough. That would be kind of cool. Huh? Like, what are you talking about? I meant switch drivers. If your sister was so tired, then you should have switched with her. True, true. But like, I don't, like, have a driver's license? That's just provably false. This is news to me. I was not aware you didn't have your license, Miss Miney. Miss Miney, please amend your testimony. Like, okay. Anyway. Your sister, was she that exhausted? Like, she had to talk to the police and, like, was being investigated every day. The accident happened at night, correct? Yeah, like, it was at, like, 1 a.m. or so, I think. I had, like, a paper due, like, really soon. So, like, I hadn't slept, and I was working, like, real hard. So it was because of the two of you were so tired that this accident happened. I, like, woke up because of a jolt, and the sea of flames and everything. And your sister, what happened to her? I didn't see her. The car was, like, totally black, and there was, like, a ton of smoke. I, like, totally had, like, no clue what was going on. Miss Miney is swimming like crazy. Please tell us about your escape in more detail. Stimming like crazy. That makes much more sense. I, like, kept wanting to forget that time. So, like, I don't remember things about the accident in, like, detail anymore. Well, it's alright. No need to push yourself. I think I, like, gave an interview after the accident. Like, that would probably be most accurate, you know? If it's that article, then I've already got it. And that's why you were in the passenger seat. Like, yeah, I was, like, at my college's research lab till, like, really late. So my sister was, like, giving me a ride home. I see. Phoenix? Yes? You can't do this. You're being too easy on her. What do you mean? I'm gonna present. I just wanted to hear what she said about the driver's license first. Gonna fucking love myself. Cognitive behavioral therapy replacement. And if I keep typoing. Miss Miney, that was a lame lie just now. Like, what do you mean? I know you had a license back then. This is a photo you took for the express purpose of getting a driver's license. What is the meaning of this, Miss Miney? That's right. Yeah, I had, like, a license, but I didn't get it until after the accident. No, you had it. You had it at the time of the accident. Director Hottie, or the guy pretending to be him anyway, said so. What are you talking about? That perverted fake clinic director? Yes, that perverted faked clinic director. And how did... Ah! No one cares. Witness, when did you receive your driver's license? Like, last November. What? November? The accident happened last May. That's a half-year lapse in time, Mr. Phoenix, right? What in the... That's what happened, Mr. Wright. At the time of the accident, Miss Miney did not have a driver's license. Ugh. Ow! Cry and my whip will accommodate. The judge made fun of you, new low. I know, truly the lowest you can sink. Anyway, without a license, the witness and her sister could not have switched drivers. I am, like, glad you get it, but, like, even if I had my license, I, like, don't think my sis would've, like, let me drive. Yeah! Don't just stand there humming to yourself. Not you too, Mia. With the whip and the pain and the ow. Miss Miney, why do you think you would have not been allowed to drive anyway? That's because... I think this situation calls for a more detailed testimony. Miss Miney, if you please. Like, how annoying. Oops, like, sorry, I didn't mean to be mean. Testimony, I wouldn't be allowed. Like, around that time, I was, like, really close to getting my license. My sis was, like, this totally big fan of cars and, like, really valued them. She, like, had just gotten this really shiny, bright red sports car. Don't feed me a tortilla chip. I really don't need the salt. My mouth feels so dry. She, like, would say things like, no way am I letting a noob drive my car. So, like, that's why I ended up on the in the passenger seat that night, too. I see. A bright red car for sports. Now then, the defense may question the witness. Good use of noob. Real. I'm not terribly knowledgeable about cars, but... So what do you mean by really close? Like, I had one of those permit things? I think that's what they're called. Permit? Wow, the big-name lawyer boy doesn't even know what a driver's permit is. Well, this lawyer never had a permit. Ah! Ignorance is to be whipped. What is with her? All she said in the last few minutes is utter nonsense. So, like, may I continue? She valued cars? How much would you say she valued her car? Well, like, she'd flip out at, like, a drop of rain, and, like, she would notice if someone, like, touched the car door with dirty hands. In that case, why bother taking the car out of the garage ever? Why did she take such special care of her car? Do you think Phoenix would be a paper driver? I don't know what that means. How can you say that? It was a brand spanking new car. New car? Like, you wouldn't want to, like, get it dirty, would you, Mr. Lawyer? I would think that cars getting dirty is just another fact of life, but I guess people who really love cars think otherwise. Phoenix, try asking something of more significance, alright? Well, Miss Miney, what kind of car was it? It was a new car? Yeah. Get their license but don't own cars or drive them ever? I don't think he would even bother getting a license. He would think about how hard it was to get his lawyer, like, his license to perform law, and he would be like, I don't need another license. I'm good. I have the badge. She had, like, just gotten it. It was, like, from the UK. Huh? The UK? Were those her boyfriend's initials? It's apparently good for your resume. And it was a really special model. She had waited for a whole year for it to arrive. I guess her love of cars would be the obvious next topic. I really don't know anything about cars, but I had a feeling this was bound to come up. Your Honor. Yes? Please have the witness append what she just said to her testimony. You mean the part about it being a special import car? Yes. Well, if you like cars that much, then that's not my point. Though, to be honest, I don't know what the point is either. I assume the import was originally from the US. Yeah, I assume it's something to do with, like, which side of the car the driver would be on, or something. Sure, whatever. I yelled, "Hold it," pretty forcefully, but I don't actually know what to ask about cars. As for the heck of it. So, yeah. What am I supposed to pick for a topic? Let's start with this. Why are British cars good? Like, huh? They're expensive, and their driver's seat is opposite to our cars here in the States. It would seem that there's no benefit to owning one. Like, huh? This whole steering wheel on the right side thing, it's kind of goofy, isn't it? What do you know? The sleek shape, the wild way it starts, the smooth, the raw feeling manual, the cool breeze of the AC. Forgive me? Her personality really changes at the drop of a hat. It's interesting, isn't it, Phoenix? Bit by bit, we're beginning to see the real contradiction behind this case. Was your sister good at driving? She was, like, totally awesome. She, like, said she was going to be the, like, racing queen of the nursing world. Somehow I think she bumped my question off track again. And that was when the accident occurred, correct? Like, yeah. I, like, immediately reached for the passenger side door and fled, like, in a daze. Sounds like you had a terrifying time. There is something very big here. It's gonna be hard to break apart such a natural-sounding testimony, but we have to attack it. And by doing so, a flaw will show itself. It has to. Do you really think so? Believe. There is a path, I know it. Mia almost sounded like a prophet for a second there. What do we got? Car accident. One of the women was not able to escape the flame rushes and died. Driver had fallen asleep at the wheel. I opened the right door and got out. Yeah, so if it was a British car and she got out of the right door, then she was driving. Yeah? Yeah. Miss Miney. Do you remember this article? It's an article about the accident. You had said this in it. But I opened the right door and, like, got out. That's correct, isn't it? Like, why are you suddenly asking me about that? Your Honor, which side is the passenger's seat, the left or the right? Well, it's on the right side, of course, because the driver's on the left side. That would be if it were an American car, but it would be the opposite in a British car. Opposite? The two of them were riding in a British car. In that case, the passenger side would be on the left side. Ugh! What do you mean by this? Miss Miney, you said that you had escaped using the right side door of the car. But if you were sitting there, then that means you were in the driver's seat. They were in a piece of shit Mini Cooper. I love Mini Coopers. They're so funny. Order. Order in the court. Order. Order. Ah! Mr. Phoenix Wright is blabbering nonsense again. Enid said the person who was driving was her older sister, Mimi Miney. That is what Enid said, yes, but that is where her story falls apart. Somewhere, all of us made a big error in our assumptions. Phoenix, it looks like you finally found the real root of this murder. If we connect all the dots, there can only be one answer. I'd like to ask the court a question. Enid or Mimi, who was really driving that night? Well, if she was on the right, she was driving. And the answer is Eenie Miney, of course. Why would you say that? Miss Eenie Miney just said so herself in her testimony. She said that she escaped the car from the right side door, which would have been where the driver's seat was. Ow! I'm inclined to feel sorry for a foolish fool who foolishly spends his time foolishly. At the time, Miss Eenie Miney had not yet received her driver's license. And that is why the accident happened. Hold it, Phoenix. It looks like you still don't see the real truth behind the accident. The real truth? Think outside the box. Isn't that what we always say? Alright, one more time. Mimi was driving. The answer is the one person who had her driver's license, Mimi Miney. After all, that makes her the only person who could legally drive. But you just said the witness, Miss Eenie Miney, was the one in the driver's seat. Which leads us to the next question. The next question? Who is the person standing at the witness stand right now? What sort of idiotic ruse is this, Mr. Phoenix, right? This witness's name is... I'll tell you what her name really is. This witness's real name is... Mimi Miney. That is your real name. Of all the foolish dribble, then how do you explain her appearance? This witness had severe facial burns when she was admitted into the hospital. So for the purpose of facial reconstruction, the surgeons used a picture. Facial reconstruction surgery? This is the picture she gave to her doctors at the time. That's right. It's a picture of her younger sister. But Mimi Miney, she died in the car accident. That's what everyone thought. However, that was not the case. Then the body they found at the crash site, that was the body of the real Eenie Miney. Isn't that right, Miss Mimi Miney? That car accident 1 year ago. The one who died that night was Eenie Miney. Her sister, Mimi, then stole her face and was reborn as Eenie. With this, she effectively erased Mimi Miney from existence. Your Honor, I'm sure you can now see why Mimi had to kill Dr. Gray. What do you mean? Ah! What is the meaning of this nonsense? Dr. Gray wanted to call back the spirit of a dead person. Specifically, the spirit of his nurse that died in the crash, Mimi Miney. However, that would not have been possible, because Mimi Miney was still, in fact, alive. And that fact would have been discovered had the channeling been conducted. So this witness had to stop that from happening. At all costs. And that's why she had to kill Dr. Turner Gray? Is that what you're saying? Yes. Before the channeling, Dr. Gray had the misfortune of consulting this witness about communicating with the dead. And in that moment, his fate was sealed. Well, Miss Von Car... Ah! Why did you say my name just now? Looks like I've been unmasked. Witness? That's right. I admit it. My real name is Mimi Miney. That quack doctor, he got what he deserved in the end. And I was so close to finally ditching Mimi too. So close. But why? Why would you go so far as to throw away yourself? To become your own sister? I think I understand why. Miku Brasilia online lots today. Yeah, apparently that's the new thing. That's about the malpractice incident. Dr. Gray was right. The mistake was caused by the nurse. A nurse by the name of Mimi Miney. That's right, the person standing before us today. And a few weeks after this mishap, Mimi Miney had a car accident in which she lost her younger sister. The timing couldn't have been worse. 14 patients dying in that incident and her own sister's life extinguished. It was all too much to bear. I found a way for myself to escape it all. The only way. She lost everything in the flames of that accident. Her sister, and even her own face. This was her last chance. Her chance to throw away her past and start a new life as her sister. Unbelievable. A plan beyond my wildest imagination. That jerk. If only he hadn't thought of that channeling mumbo-jumbo. Mumbo-jumbo? Becoming Eni has been the most horrible experience in the world. Spirit channeling, the occult, I hate it. I hate it all! I believe there are still a few unsolved riddles here, such as, why did Miss Miney choose to go with such a complicated plan? And why did Miss Morgan Fay agree to help her execute it? Regardless, I believe one thing has been made crystal clear. The innocence of the defendant, Maya Fay. This is preposterous! I'm perfect! Me, Franziska von Karma! I'm gonna enjoy the news tonight, Miss von Karma. How about you? It's gonna be broadcast all over the world, right? Your defeat, that is. Ow! Ah! Ow, 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 ow! And one more for good measure. Phoenix! Hang in there, Phoenix! Phoenix! This court is a fraud! A sham! Now then, it looks like it will be some time before Mr. Wright regains consciousness, so I will go ahead and pronounce the verdict. As usual, I will announce it via telepathic words being beamed into the screen. A lot of these prosecutors place way too much on the fact that, like, their perfection versus the fact that they have shit clients. Like, winning every case does not have to do with your skill. It literally only has to do with whether or not your client is innocent or not. And the people who keep accusing people of crimes in this world continue to be the murderers. I have unshrimped. I'm unshrimpied. Congratulations, Maya. Sis? Right into the tits. Prosecutors do not have clients. Well, I mean, in a very literal sense, they do. Like, the prosecutor is the lawyer on the side of the prosecution. That is to say, usually it is on behalf of the state or on behalf of the victim, etc. The prosecutor is. I didn't kill anyone, did I? They represent the state. Yeah, the state is their client. They do not have clients. It depends. I guess these are criminal cases, so it is always the state. But generally, prosecutors do have clients. It does not. No, you didn't. It was all just a dream. A really bad dream. You know, sis, in my dream, I smelled a really familiar scent. A familiar scent? I was inside that clothing box, right? That box. That was the box you used to store your clothes a long time ago. That's right. She really is fully in there. There's still one thing I don't quite get. What's that? What would have happened if Mimi hadn't shot Dr. Gray? I mean, we broke in because we heard a gunshot. I think Mimi Miney had planned to open the door to the chamber herself. And then you and Lotta would have witnessed quite a scene. A possessed Maya Fey who had just committed a murder. She had it planned down to the smallest detail, huh? Nick! Congrats! Congrats, Maya. Thanks! Looks like you bailed me out of another jam. Well, you know... But... I really don't want something like this to happen ever again. Yeah, I hope it won't too, Maya. You need to stop getting accused of murder. I'm fine because I have you to help me out, Nick. But every time something happens, I lose someone special to me. First my sister, and now my aunt. Hey, Nick, tell me! Tell me why my aunt went and did something so horrible. Why would she help Mimi Miney with a plan like that? I just don't understand it, Nick. Maya, it's over. Why can't we just let it be? Nick, please, I need an answer. The reason Morgan helped Mimi with her plan was... It was for Pearl, right? Because she wanted Pearl to be the next master. Yeah. Pearly? 4 years from now, a new master will be born into Karain Village. And that person will be you, Maya. And? But if you weren't there, then the main family's bloodline would disappear. And what would happen then? The Branch family. My aunt. No, Morgan's spiritual power is too weak. The next person would be Pearl's. Ah! Everything was done for her sake. It was all so that Pearl's would become the next master. Yeah, I can see that. Did Maya say something just now? I think that she was saying, I thought so. I mean, just knowing Morgan for a very short amount of time, it's pretty obvious what her fucking, what her, damage was. Date and time unknown. Detention center, solitary confinement cell 13. My precious Pearl, you are the only one suitable to be the master of Karain, dear child. I sacrificed it all for you. I helped that brainless nurse carry out her murder, and I cooperated with that whip-happy prosecutor. It was all to unseat that annoying, witless main family girl, that Maya Fey. But I shall be patient, my dearest Pearl. A chance will present itself. Your time will come. Reunion and turnabout, the fucking end. Harsh much, LOL. Like, Maya probably has at least one wit. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the show. Prepare to witness a man who has mastered the wonder of flight. She has lots. She's very funny. This is true. Time for the worst case. The world's greatest magician. The one, the only. Maximilian Galactica. And there he fucking goes. The Flyer. You sound like the anchor tuna from SpongeBob. Well, that is the only voice an announcer should have. If they don't have that, then what are they doing? December 26, 8:12 p.m. Berry Big Circus. Circus entrance. Wow, that was like being in a dream. I haven't even caught my breath yet. That was amazing, wasn't it, Pearly? It was great. There was a dancing bear, and a tiger that jumped through a ring of fire, an elephant that rode a giant ball. The kids at work keep telling you they get all their news from a TikTok account that does real stories of as that fish. Good lord. Not to mention that guy who flew through the air. Yeah, Max Galactica. He was absolutely fabulous. Huh? What? Max? Max Galactica, the world's greatest magician? A magician? No, a magician. Mr. Nick. Huh? What is it, Pearls? Does magic have anything to do with channeling spirits? I don't think it has anything to do with channeling. You don't know about magic, do you, Pearls? I'm sorry. You don't have to apologize, Pearls. You are lovely, and you will learn everything in time. I braved the winter cold and took Pearls to see the circus. It's been 6 months since that terrible incident in Korean Village, and it was during that trying time that I met Pearls. Thankfully, she seems to be recovering from it and is returning to her normal self. It's time to go. You're right, we can't miss the last train. Pearls, you remember the train? Of course I did. But I don't really understand what everybody means by express train. Well, Nick, see you later. I'll come by to help clean the office. It's gotta be spotless for the new year. I like that kind of chubby maid from BA uses a well rod, but she doesn't do things by halves, so in the story she's the most notorious for solving all her problems with explosives. That's hilarious. I don't know what BA is, though. Don't worry about it, really. You're gonna visit Mr. Nick on the New Year's? Maybe. I'm glad you'll get to spend your New Year's with your special someone. What have I been playing? Oh. Pearly, look, it's time to go. Happy New Year, Mr. Nick. Happy New Year. Blue Archive. Oh, right, yeah, Blue Archive. I really hope it'll turn out that way. I hope it's not another Christmas, like, murder case. Oh, yay, we passed it. We survived. Well, today wraps it up for this year. I hope I can finish cleaning this place up in one day. Hello, this is the... Nick, it's terrible! Ah, Maya, perfect timing. Things are terrible here too. Huh? The office is a terrible mess, and I have to clean it up. What are you talking about? My dirty office? What are you talking about? Listen, Nick, you have to turn on the TV. The TV? Now let's check in at the scene. Huh? What happened? Thank you. We're here at the Berry Big Circus. The Berry Big Circus has become the center of a sensational murder. The scene has created quite a stir among the throngs of excited onlookers. The Berry Big Circus? That's the circus we went to, right? They're saying that there was a murder. Yeah, they arrested him too. Arrested who? Max! They arrested Max Galactica, the man who can fly and thus could do any murder he wanted at any time. Anytime anyone says cheese it, I'm just like, what a great line. You're truly a goon. Popular magician who can fly through the sky at will. Maya said she was a huge fan of Max and his giant platform boots. Alright, Nick, I'll see you in 2 hours at the detention center. Huh? What? See you there. You've still got plenty of time to clean up your office later. What? I guess we gotta get the fuck out of here. December 28th, 11:19 a.m. Detention Center, Visitor's Room. What are they talking about? Why did they arrest Max? You're asking the wrong man on that one, Maya. Maybe use his magical skills to deal death with a sleight of hand. Do you think he'll get paid for this one? God only knows. Max Galactica is probably pretty rich, right? Maximilian Galactica would never do such a thing. Fabulous! What the young lady just said was absolutely fabulous. What a clever girl. Such a fabulous understanding of events. Well, he works for a circus, so I mean he's the lead act of the circus, so I don't know. Maybe he's got some money. What's with all this fabulous talk? Welcome to the visitor's room. It's Max. Nick, look, it's the real Maximilian Galactica. Alright, sweetie, pick a card, any card. Recommended a very you game. Oh, I love to hear that. He called me sweetie. Nick! Ah-ha-ha. Time's running out, sweetie. Pick a card, any card. Tactical Breach Wizards. I still don't have Wizard with a Gun. This one? Uh-huh. I thought you would pick that one, sweetie. The Ace of Hearts. Ah! He got it! He got it! Nick, look! He got it! What can I say, sweetie? You've stolen one of my most valued possessions. One of Maximilian Galactica's hearts. Max. Well, time to make this an absolutely fabulous time. Max, you should let Nick pick a card. Ugh, I don't want to steal one of his hearts. And you are... Oh, how silly of me. You must be Sweetie's driver. Her driver? Whatever. Hurry up and pick a card. Any card. I want this one. So, Sweetie, let's be honest here. You came to this visit room to visit me, didn't you? Yes, I'm your biggest fan. Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Thank you so much. Hey, what about my card? Think of it as a souvenir. Well, Nick, I think it's time to get to work. What's the matter, Nick? Why are you looking at the ceiling? I was just thinking about what I should have for lunch. Sweetie, drop Porcupine Head over there. Shower me with your attention, okay? Oh, yes. Absolutely fabulous. Me every time I fucking end stream. I'm just like, I wonder what I'll have for dinner. I gotta think about dinner. I gotta think about me first. Absolutely cringe-inducing. Cringe! Max, I was hoping you could tell me a little bit more about yourself. Fabulous! I think we should get to know each other better, too. Why don't you come sit next to me? There's a big piece of security glass between us. Oh, sweet Glebus! Jeebus! What in the world? If only I could use magic, then I could make this wall disappear. What is this guy talking about? Anyways, lately you've been awfully famous, haven't you, Max? That's Maximilian to you, Porcupine Head. Get it straight. Jeez, people nowadays, they get their panties all in a bunch over nothing. Anyway, Maximilian, you won a very prestigious award recently, did you not? I did indeed! It was fabulous! I won the Magician's Grand Prix, held by the Association of International Magicians. It's an award that recognizes that I am the most fabuloso of fabulous world magicians. There was a trophy and a bust. It was a fab. I mean, it was an amazing day. Wow, that's incredible. Isn't it? I'm certifiably the greatest magician in the world. I'm gonna guess he didn't win a trophy for most modest magician. You're assigned to an exclusive contract with the Very Big Circus, correct? That's the long and the short of it. You sure do your research, sweetie. I'm impressed. You just can't watch a magician on TV, you know? Magic is so fabulous, you have to see it with your own eyes, sweetie. You're right. You're so right. However, the circus, it's a dinosaur. A thing of the past. Nowadays, no one even cares about what goes on there. Huh? What do you mean? That's why I signed the contract. That's why you signed the contract? Thanks to me, the Very Big Circus is fabulously popular. People come out in droves to catch a glimpse of the magic of Max Galactica. I revived the dinosaur that is the circus. But to me, it was just another magic trick. Isn't it wonderful, sweetie? Yes? I made all the old crusty circus performances obsolete. But I kind of like the circus performances. Maya looks a bit down. Tell me what happened at the Very Big Circus. Ah, last night. The ringmaster was murdered. The ringmaster? You mean Russell Berry? Oh, I'm out of water. Someone smashed him over the head, I hear. He was slumped over on the ground. Even though it was the middle of the night, the police presence was fabulous. The police questioned me at length. Question you about what? About everything. I was the last one to see the ringmaster before he was murdered. I saw him last evening, in his room. So then why were you arrested? Arrested? Don't make an anthill into a mountain, sweetie. They just wanted to consult with me on matters. That's all. Nick, I don't think Max understands how serious this is. She's right. I think we should shock him back to reality. Before the murder, you met with the ringmaster? Uh-huh. What did you talk about? Things that aren't for your ears. Maya, would you please ask him? What did you talk about with the ringmaster, Max? It was nothing. Small talk, really. We were just having a chat about my salary. Salary? I am the one bringing in the crowds. I think that I should be compensated as such. You agree, don't you? Yes. That's all you talked about? Of course! It was a fabulous chat. Oh, fuck. The big liar. Just fabulous. I mean, ugh. Now he's got me saying it. What's the matter, Nick? You look all bent out of shape. What's that badge? Is it used in a disappearing act? I'm not a magician, Max. I'm an attorney. An attorney? Then why are you wasting your time talking to me? He wasn't wasting his time. Max, you're... Okay, okay. Relax, sweetie. You're just a little over-anxious, I think. Anyways, I've been curious about something for a while now. What's that? Why do you keep looking at me with such a sad look on your face, sweetie? Because you've been arrested for murder! Oh, don't be ignorant. They wouldn't arrest someone like me. Why is that? Obviously, because I'm the fabulous Maximilian Galactica. So? I'm the very big star of the very big circus. And that means... I'm rich, I'm paid fabulous sums. Which means what? Max. Quit joking around. You've got to be pulling my magic wand. The police aren't really serious about this, are they? They don't arrest people as a joke. Look at Max. He's crushed. Well, he needed to wake up and smell the coffee. Serious business. Yes? I mean, sir, you're a lawyer, right? Huh? Oh, yeah, I'm an attorney. Please, help me! I didn't kill nobody! Didn't kill nobody? I may be more spoiled than a hog in a hamburger mud pit, but a killer? That's insane! I could never! Max? I swear! I just wanted to pay off my daddy's debt. He's back on the farm. Oh, okay. I'll take your case. Really? Really? Thank you much. Y'all sure are nice folks. Max? Yes. What's your real name? It's Billy Bob Johns. What's the matter, Maya? He's really just a country bumpkin. Ahem. I must apologize for being my for not being my absolutely fabulous self just now, sweetie. Huh? Mr. Attorney. Yes? A few minutes ago, you took one of my cards, didn't you? Now that he mentions it, I did take a card. It was the 10 of hearts, right? What? How do you... He got it right again. What can I say? You, too, you've stolen some of my most valued possessions. 10 of Maximilian Galactica's hearts. You sure do have a lot of hearts, don't you? Ha ha ha, I'm putting my faith in you, sweetie. He didn't just call me sweetie, did he? Alright, let's make this an absolutely fabulous case. Come on, Nick. Alright, let's go. December 28th, Very Big Circus entrance. We're here again. Yep, but this time we are here for work. It hasn't been that long since the crime, so the police are still on the scene. Let's find someone who might know something about what happened. Sounds like a plan. This is the box office where they sell all the tickets for the circus. They also sell programs. I forgot to buy one when we came to the circus last time. So then why don't you buy one now? Sounds like a plan. Oh no! Looks like I forgot my wallet. If you want me to buy it for you, just ask me already. You know I'd never do that to you, Nick. Look, it's Max! If only we knew anyone who knew anything. That's always the trouble, isn't it? Even when you don't want to see him, poof, he's right in front of you. Sure, the sign says Very Big Circus, but looking around, it might as well be Cirque du Galactica. The stars on his cheeks sure are dreamy. How about I draw a star on your cheek, Nick? I've got a marker? Nah, it's alright. What, the showing the badge? Yeah, we showed the badge. It's a snack stand. They have hot dogs, hamburgers, and drinks, not to mention candy and popcorn. They've even got snow cones. Why would anyone, who would eat snow cones in the middle of winter? Oh, Deep's dying because of missing presenting the badge. Nick, do you think we can buy some snow cones? Look around. There's tons of snow piled up around here. Yay! Wait a second. There's no syrup, though. I want syrup. Hopefully she doesn't notice the discolored snow in the corner. That's not syrup. That door must lead to the lodging house. No entry to unauthorized personnel. Do you really need to say no entry if no one's actually entering? It's almost like a Zen riddle, isn't it, Nick? I'm not even gonna justify that question with a response. I bet all the stars stay at that lodging house. Nick, the entrance is right here. Maya, the circus is closed today. No clowns, no elephants, no shows. I know that! Nick, you can get your picture taken with Dolly the elephant. There's no Dolly. Not today. I know that too! Oh well, I'll just have to take a picture with whoever I stumble across. It's not like we're here on business or anything. I guess we'll go to the lodging house first. December 28th, lodging house, plaza. This seems to be a dorm where all the performers in the circus stay. Really? So we might run into that stoogey clown here, right? He's so kooky. Ah, it's you two. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. How is it you guys always seem to know when I'm working on a crime scene, pal? Because you're always working, detective. Well, I'd rather not be always working, but with crime, you don't make your own hours. I have to be at the circus anyway. I want to see that lion tamer and the tightrope. However, no matter where I go, the show is always the same. Dead body, stage left. Nick, he complained! That's a rarity. Let's get back to business now, okay? Do you know who will be the prosecutor on court tomorrow? Of course! It'll be Miss Von Karma. She isn't gonna hit me with her whip again, is she? What do you have to worry about? You only have to see her in court. When she shows up at the precinct, the sound of that whip never ends, pal. Detective Gumshoe, I'm sure Miss Von Karma is really interesting and all, but there's someone else I'd rather talk about. Like who? Like Mr. Edgeworth, of course. You know, Nick's true rival, Miles Edgeworth. What in the world happened after I went back home? Mr. Edgeworth? You haven't heard what happened to him? Nick won't tell me. Well, to be honest, I'm not at liberty to tell you either. Sad breakup music. Oh no. Let's just say he's not around anymore. He's not around? Nick, what does he mean Edgeworth isn't around? Exactly what he said. He's not around. Edgeworth is gone. Don't say his name again, okay? Nick? The ringmaster of the circus was murdered, wasn't he? Yep, last night around 10 p.m. He died outside in the cold, a pretty sad way to go out if you ask me, pal. It was rather cold. This is the scene of the crime, pal. The body was found right over there. Oh yeah, you get Labor Day off, huh? Sick. Right about where you're standing now. Ah! Surprised you, didn't I? I'm not laughing. Excuse me, but do you mind telling me what happened to the victim? He was killed by a blow to the noggin, pal. Why am I being recommended Donald Trump on Twitch? Who fucking knows? It's pretty clear as far as murders go. He was discovered quickly, but... there's just one thing that doesn't quite fit. Ha! There's always seems to be something that doesn't quite fit. What was the one thing that didn't quite fit? I thought the thing you mentioned earlier. Footprints, pal. Footprints. Footprints? Look at this picture of the crime scene. What's this? The wooden box under the body? No clue, pal. Some forensics experts took it back and are examining it now. And what's so mysterious about the footprints? Oh, calm down now. Take a good look at the footprints in this picture. The victim's footprints are on the scene. That's right, pal. The problem is... the killer's footprints aren't there. Bingo. Where did the killer come from, and where did the killer run off to? It's obviously a trunk of extreme importance, of course. Obviously, there's no way the killer committed this crime while flying. A flying culprit? That's when something just clicked in my head. Yeah, surely there must be a ton of gold or something in there. Yeah, that would be crazy. There's no way. Flying's impossible. That's right. Flying is impossible. Absolutely impossible. Huh. What's with the hollow laugh, pal? I meant nothing by it, pal. Better stated, it means I don't want to talk about it. Maybe I can get some info about Max out of him. It looks like Max is the most unpopular guy in the circus tent. You know what they say, a bad attitude follows you everywhere. He's a bit arrogant, but he didn't seem that bad. But just because someone has a bad attitude doesn't make them a criminal. It's not just his attitude. I got proof, pal. Huh? He left something at the scene of the crime. One of his magician's trademarks. An incredibly well-made silk hat. Well, it does have very classy decorative elements. Max uses a cloak, silk hat, and white roses as his signature symbols. Pretty mundane, aren't they? Who cares if they're mundane? At least they're easy to understand. I must have hit a nerve. That's what he said. Who said? The eyewitness. Eh? Get ready to hear that like a million times. Oh, yeah, I know. Tell us about the eyewitness. So about the eyewitness. Ho ho ho! You know I'm not gonna tell you about it. That's the prosecution's trump card. Well. Oh, I just remembered. What? I forgot to mention that you two are barred from entering that lodging house. Why is that? Oh, no reason. Just something I remembered to tell you. It must be because that's where the eyewitness is. Let's check it out. Don't you dare, pal. Okay, bye. Breaks into Mo's room. I wonder whose room this is. The name tag on the door says Mo on it. I guess he's not here. Wow, it's a real mess in here. My room's probably worse, though. Oh well, I give up. We'll have to come back later. Mo seems to be a voracious reader. Looks like he has a... Look at all the hard books he has here. Clowns for Dummies, The Joke's on You. Mo's name is like the best joke in this whole case. Treat your peons right, and the classic funny jokes are funny. Wow, Mo's very studious. The Joke's on You. Huh? All those clown costumes lined up like that. I don't know about you, but it's creepy. Look at the collection he's got. It's incredible. Must be a collection of clown costumes from around the world. Oh, I almost forgot. What is it now? She better not want me to try one of those on. I was thinking of starting a costume collection myself. I'll call it World Spirit Channels. We can display it in our office. In our office? As soon as you start paying the bills, you can say that. Mo's got an excellent pair of pajamas, laid on his bed in an excellent manner. What? Those are pajamas? You mean he goes to bed dressed as a clown? Ew. Awesome! Look at these shoes! They're great! Forget the shoes. Check out the great gag banana peel. You sure it wasn't Mo's snack after lunch? Are you blind? Look at how many scratches there are from people slipping on it. Clown equipment is so funny looking. He's got a balancing bow, a unicycle. He's even got a trampoline. But they're all broken. Maybe he was just a little too excited during practice? Who knows with that guy? Maybe it's part of the gag? Carrots. What the? There's a string of carrots here. How strange. The carrots seem to come in all different shapes. Weird. I can't tell if Mo just likes carrots or if he's using them for some sort of gag. Look at the ceiling. It looks like someone punched a hole in it. You're right. I wonder what happened. I don't even want to imagine what goes on in here. Anything else to look at? I don't think so. No, I don't see nothing. December 28th, Berry Big Circus, Big Top. The circus stage sure doesn't look this small from out in the audience. Wow, this is where they all perform, isn't it? Nick, do some somersaults. I'm not doing any somersaults. Why not? You look like you'd be great at it. Why do I look like I'd be great at somersaults? Huh? Nick? It wasn't me. I can't do more of that. My throat hurts. Oh, fuck. A realistic tiger. Tiger! He's coming this way. And then Nick died. Nick, you're too young to die. Nick! Stay, heal. I'm still here. I'm not dead yet. Nick, are you okay? Scared you, didn't I? Regent is such a cute tiger, isn't he? What's the matter? You two sure are quiet. Don't what's the matter me. Nick, he almost died there. Fuck you, wench. Ha, he wasn't anywhere close to getting hurt, let alone dying. This little tiger hardly ever bites people. And besides, people normally never get to play with a wild tiger, right? So if you think about it, you're actually really lucky. God, I hate her. Yeah, I get it. Huh? You agree, don't you? I guess. What do you mean, you guess? Why are you agreeing with her? Woohoo! Your costume! Eh? It's cute. I want to try it on. Costume? You mean my clothes? You don't mind letting me try it on, right? I guess not. Really? You're the best! Wow, the tables turned quickly on that one. So much for the tiger thing. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Regina Berry, the renowned animal trainer of the Berry Big Circus. My name's Maya Fey. I'm a spirit medium. Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. When you put us up next to an animal tamer, I bet we really look odd. Nice to meet ya! Likewise. Hey, Regina, what do you know about what happened last night? You mean the murder? Uh-huh. My dad was murdered. Oh, I see. Wait, what did she just say? So, the ringmaster was your... Yep, the ringmaster was my dad. I'm so sorry about what happened to him. Why do you say you're sorry? Huh? Anyways, everyone was here practicing last night. Even your dad? Yes, everyone was here. We finished up around 10 p.m. After that, everyone went off on their own. I was the only one who stayed around here. Why did you do that? I was playing with Regent. Regent, so she was with the beast. That's when the police showed up. When they took me to check things out, Dad was dead. For someone whose father was just murdered, she seems awfully perky. Genuinely, this trope is so annoying. I wish she would tell us more about her dad. That's incredible that you're an animal tamer. If you say so. It has to be really scary. Scary? Why? Huh? Regent isn't scary. He's cute. Ever since Leon died, Regent has been my best friend. Leon? Yes, Leon the lion. Leon the lion. Regent and Regina. Interesting name choices. Leon? He died? Yes, actually he was killed. My dad killed him. What? Why did he do that? I am not sure why he did it. It's tough not to get charmed when she looks at you with those innocent eyes. After practice was over, Dad went right back to his room. His room? Yes. That door right over there leads to the ringmaster's room. I don't know why, but he went off to his room in a hurry. I wonder what happened. The ringmaster's room. It's probably a good idea to check it out for myself. It's very easy to not get charmed. I want to shoot her out of a cannon into the Grand Canyon. The seats are kind of far away, don't you think? They are, but it also means that lots of people can fit into the big top. He's right. We can fit 500 people into a show. 500? That's amazing. Flying around above that many people is a real rush. At least that's what Max said. Look, that's where Max comes out during the show. I've got to admit, that was pretty cool effect. We're planning for me to start coming out of the lion during the show. That's great, Regina. Yeah, I will ride on Regent's back and jump out of the lion's mouth. I want to try it too. I'll ride on Nick's back and jump out of the lion's mouth. Sometimes I wonder about this girl. Whoa, those lights are huge. I love lights. Whenever I appear under the spotlight, everyone claps for me. That's because everyone knows that you're cute. No, I'm not cute. You're cute. Me? Of course. I'm sure you'd make an incredible heroine. Really? You think so? Nick, did you hear that? Me, a heroine. What about Nick, Regina? Nick. He's no hero, is he? Ouch. Thanks a lot, Maya. Ah, ladder. It's just a step ladder. What's the difference? They do the same thing, right? I think you should stick with the basic facts of the matter. Oh, okay. It's not even worth arguing with her on this one. Hey, it's a rope! Probably for the tightrope walking. That's a bit strange. There weren't any tightrope walkers in the show when we saw it. There doesn't seem to be anything here that can help us. Not a single clue. You know what I've been meaning to ask you? What exactly do you mean when you say clue? What are you looking for? A bloody chainsaw, for instance? Well, there's definitely not one of those here. Ringmaster's room. December 28th, Big Top, Ringmaster's room. This was the Ringmaster's room? Yes, the room belonged to the victim. Which means that this must be where Max met the Ringmaster last night. Now that you mention it, that is what he said. I wonder what... That's an interesting poster. Ah! It's a poster of Max! I want it! I want it! Nick, I want it! I want to get out of here. Stealing people's mail. It's a table for guests. There are some papers scattered on top. Ah, look at this! Max's salary is written on this piece of paper. Yikes! What is it? I didn't know that a magician... This salary is incredible! She looks like she's about ready to pass out from shock. How much is it? How much is it? That much? Incredible, huh? You can say that again. This must be the paper they used to negotiate Max's salary. Ringmaster signed and dated it. What's the matter, Nick? Max definitely got a raise. But this document is dated a week ago. This is strange. Everything else looks nice, but this desk looks old and cheap. There's a really big photo on the desk. It's a picture of Regina and her father, the ringmaster. He really loved her, didn't he? Regina was lucky to have such a wonderful father. You may not know this, but they call this a tailcoat. And they call this the face of someone who already knew that. What? A scrap of white paper is sticking out of the coat pocket. Huh? Where? Where? Calm down, Maya. You can't just go rummaging through people's coats. Ah, you always make me feel like I'm doing something wrong. Yeah, but I want the paper. This was the table he used when visitors came to see him. Ew, there's mud caked on the table. Someone with terrible manners must have put their shoes up on the table. Nick, don't even think about it. I wasn't. How uncouth do you think I am anyway? Nick, look at all the cute trophies. Indeed, just look at all the awards this circus has won. Like, All-County Quiz Champions, Ringmasters Association Mini Golf Master, Beer Belly Balloon Bounce Champ, Pet Grooming Grand Prix. Wow, the Ringmaster was multi-talented in ways I could have never imagined. Nick, look at all the photos lined up on the wall. It's like a guided tour of the circus's history. This is so cool. It seems like there were so many happy memories. Maybe we should do this sort of thing at our office? We can put up pictures of all the clients who have been found not guilty. And what if we had a client who was found guilty? We'll just pretend like they didn't exist. How's that? Nick, now you got me thinking about losing cases. Why'd you do that? Why did he do that? Is he a hater? There's lots of posters here, don't you think? There are indeed. So many posters that they aren't likely to miss one, are they? Maya, we're supposed to be the honest ones around here. But you didn't even notice that I took one. She already swiped one. Hee hee. You're incorrigible, you know that? Look at all the stars on this poster. This must have been the poster they used to promote their public appearances. Posters are the way to go, aren't they? What do you mean? We should make posters to promote our law firm. Spine-tingling legal action. Mind-numbing legalese. You will say wow. Or perhaps, hold it. Don't miss out on a stunning life-or-death courtroom thrill ride. With those taglines, our law firm would sink faster than the Titanic. This is where the ringmaster applied his makeup. It's quite a collection of the most understated colors. Shocking pink, for an example. This one says it's 100% all-natural organic mascara. And this one says sensitive enough for a baby, strong enough for a mime. The ringmaster must have been really concerned about skincare. Very metrosexual. All of these frames look the same. They almost look like thank you cards. Looks like every year the ringmaster made donations to charity. To the Robot Clown Research Center. You're kidding, right? What? They may be a perfectly reputable charity in the field of advanced tomfoolery. That might be true. We can't discount the possibility. Nothing to see here. Nope, nothing here either. Look at this poster. Oh, I guess I should probably show Max. the salary negotiation since it proves that he lied about something. December 28th, detention center visitors room. Max isn't here. He must be in questioning. Oh, I wanted to see a magic trick. He should be back in a little bit. I guess so. Okay. No Max. What about this? What can you tell me? I'm not really good at figuring out hard things. Really? You too? I understand exactly what you mean. I never expected Maya to make a new friend in a strange place like this. Neither of us can figure out stuff! Yay! Yippee! I guess we'll start showing we'll start showing Gumshoe stuff, I guess. Hey, look at this. Damn it. I guess we'll show Regina a picture of her dead father. That'll probably be a good idea. The poster of Max? I don't know if I did. No, she doesn't care. Alright, we've got lots of things we have to look into. No time for slacking, let's get going. Okay. What's the matter? You seem down. Maximilian Galactica, who would have guessed he was a country bumpkin? So now what do we do? Huh? There's still lots of things we can do. Go to the scene of the crime, talk to witnesses, gather evidence. Well, I guess I actually haven't examined where Gumshoe is standing. Hydrate? Oh, I need to refill my water if I'm gonna hydrate. And a trip. Do it, bench. Here, how about this? I'm gonna go and examine the area where Gumshoe is. I hope you all got that. There's some evidence under that tarp over there. Hey, watch it, pal. The killer's behind that tarp. Ah! Oh, gotcha. I was just kidding. Oh, fucking pranking us, I guess. Go hydrate, I'll beat you with a sock filled with batteries. I was gonna end the stream soon because my throat is so fucking dry and it's starting to hurt. So I actually need to end pretty early. I'm gonna push till 8:30 and then I will go get something to drink. This year I finally won an air conditioner. What? You didn't have an air conditioner? Did you ride your Triceratops to work too? And what do you mean you won an air conditioner? You didn't buy it? You want to know why? I've been hydrating consistently this whole stream. Even when you guys didn't tell me to, I was hydrating. I can't afford one of those things. But I got lucky and won it as a door prize at the annual police Christmas party. I don't believe you. Well, my water bottle is empty. And it was half full when I started. And it's a really big water bottle. So, they really pay you in peanuts, don't they? Peanuts? I don't even get paid enough for peanut butter, let alone peanuts. That's so sad. The safety lights around the circus are kept on all night long. So they should have been on at the time of the murder. So he's saying the murder took place in the light. How strange. How strange indeed. This is the only place that the snow has been trounced upon. The murderer was sloppy, leaving all those prints all over. Thank you. I was delivered water. Everyone say thank you, Holiday. No, 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 no. We're the ones who left the prints. An investigation can be a messy thing sometimes. What? I almost slipped and fell in that spot over there. The other detectives all get a good laugh when the prosecutor whipped me. Thank God there was all this snow around to bring down the swelling. It's great to know that the police aren't worried about preserving the evidence. I mean, I guess it did happen in the light. Present like Franziska or Edgeworth or something? Maybe. Actually, let's present Regina and Russell, and we'll see what he has to say about them. I've gotten affidavits for most of their performance of the circus. They are certainly a strange bunch of characters. You don't say. Well, not stranger than you, I suppose. That was cold. I'm sorry, I was just messing around. You guys are kind of freaks. Oh, I'm sorry. You're going down this time, pal. Oh, is that right? She's been practicing 1,000 cracks a day, pal. Cracks? Wait, you don't mean cracks of the... Yup, cracks of the whip. That's scary. Johnny test soundboard. Real. After practice was over, Dad went right back to his room. His room? Yes, that door right over there leads to the ringmaster's room. Okay, yeah, I already showed this to her. All right, I look so cute in this picture. Don't you think I look cute? Don't ya? Don't ya? You sure do. No objections here. Cool, that lady's got a whip. She's an animal tamer, huh? Sort of. 2 women with whips. That's my cue to shut up and act like a good boy. She doesn't need to find evidence, pal. She's just gonna beat you to death with her whip in front of everyone. And then the judge is gonna say, hey, you need to be on trial for murder now, and then she's gonna whip him to death too. It's Max! Hey, where is Max now anyway? You don't know? Nope. He's been arrested. He was charged with the murder of your father? It's okay. Nick and I will help him. Max isn't the guy, is he? I mean, the criminal? Of course he's not. I'm worried about so many things right now. Like what? She won't fucking tell me. Hansai Shada. What does that mean? Regina, what's the matter? What's on your mind? I'll tell you, Maya, but just you. Well... What? Really? And then... Oh my, that's incredible, Regina. Come on, Nick, there's no reason to pout. Don't worry about me. Regina told me that someone professed their love to her. Professed their love? Not only that, it was Maximilian Galactica. I wonder how many people have stolen one of his hearts anyways. And then, on the exact same day, another person professed their love for her as well. What? Who was it? Someone named Trilo. Trilo? Quick age check on Regina. I'll check. Apparently he's a tenor who sings in the circus. Haven't met him yet. Regina seems to be quite the hit with men in the circus. She must have some sort of strange power over them. You're not kidding. 2 people in one day? Trilo? I thought it was Trilo. Like trilobite. It's instead trilobite. Even I want to profess my love for her. My gay moments. Me too, she's so cute. We got more out of her. Okay, yeah, so we got another place to walk to. Huh? Hey, Nick, look over there. What? There's someone over there. Excuse me. It's the puppet from puppet shows. Hello. Wow, he sure is a quiet one. Excuse me. Ooh, me? Yes, you work at the circus, don't you? No, I'm just your everyday average Joe. An average Joe who just happens to hang out at the circus? I don't think so. Yes, I am. I've got nothing to do with what's going on here. He's lying. Like any regular person would hang around the circus. Dressed like that. Pee Wee Herman looking ass. Honestly. I'm an attorney. My name is Phoenix Wright. I'm a spirit medium. My name is Maya. Well, I just happened to be passing by. I don't suppose you happen to be some kind of carny? Well, it's not a carnival, so he can't be. Not a carny. I'm a performer. Actually, I'm a ventriloquist. Ventriloquist? I'm Benjamin Woodman. Your last name is Woodman? Yes, that's right. But everyone calls me Ben. Ah, yes. That's your alias, right? I believe they call it a stage name. Excuse me, Ben? Yes? You mean me? About the murder. I'd like to talk to you about the details, if I may. Really? I'm just a regular normal guy. I don't know, This guy's so nervous, he's creeping me out. Nick, cheer up. Just try and smile. Would you mind telling us something about Max? Maximilian Galactica? Max? He's not very nice. Did he just say that Max is not very nice? Ow, my head hurts. Ugh, I hope he's okay. Sounds like he just popped a gasket. Ben, so you're a ventriloquist? I'm just a regular guy. You already told us that you were a ventriloquist. Oh, yes. Nick, don't yell at him. You can't do that. I can't help it. He's making me nervous. Ben, would you mind showing me some of your skills as a ventriloquist? Well, right now, my well, why? He's contagious. He won't look at anything. The looker. Crime photo. Nothing. Badge? No. This guy's a stone wall. December 28th, lodging house, first floor, Moe's room. Hello? Kablamo! Congratulations, you're the big wiener! The 1,000,000th visitor of the room of Mr. Mo Curls, aka me. Earplugs. Must find earplugs. To celebrate this momentous occasion, would you care for an organic grape? Just one! Do you get my joke right there? I welched on giving you more than one! No. If it was funny, it is your duty as a human being to laugh. People who don't laugh are usually last seen in Land Sing. Catch my drift? Maya? This is like some Faustian nightmare. Come on, it was funny. Fuck this guy, shoot him. Clowns are always funny in my book. In my book, they're just funny looking. You sure do have a great taste in clothes, girly. Look at that garb. You look just like Greta Garb. Oh! I'm going home. No, Nick, you can't! You know, I can excuse a bad joke or two, but this stooge keeps laughing at his own jokes. That's what I object to. Okay, I get it, but you have to admit he is kind of funny. No, I do not have to admit that, because he isn't. Greg Miller. What? My throat, I think probably because of the catnip last night, my throat hurts like fucking crazy. So I'm actually gonna have to end this stream, like, now. I need to get some fucking lozenges or something. Like, now. From Kinda Funny. Oh, Mako's playing Gunfire Reborn. That's fun. I'm gonna send you guys to Mako. Doubled audio, your first time streaming, beautiful. Yes, it's my first stream ever. Please be nice. But yeah, I'll see you guys on Sunday. I'm gonna be playing more more Zenless Zone Zero, which I've been looking forward to. Say hi to Mako for me. I'm gonna bounce and take some, I'm gonna get like a lozenge or something, because my throat hurts. And I will see you on Sunday. I hope you have an excellent weekend. Bye-bye.